At $7.60. Kempinski number 2. It's a sizable drifter. It remains second pick and right on the mark at $4.80, both on and off track. Elfstrom number 3. Drifted out initially. It's just firmed back in a little bit. It's going to start favourite in the race, near enough to the tote at the moment. Penitentiary is unders the tote at $7.40. It's drifted out to double figure odds at this stage for number 4. Noble Red number 5's drifted out, unders the tote at $4.20. Then you've got some big double figure odds. We'll look at the second board here on the tote figures, looking at Captain Zigzag and Dembellis. Al Bahari number 11. It ran on okay the other day. You're getting a shade of value for one of David Rakovolis' runners. And Denazri number 14 is unders the tote a little bit. It's drifted out to big double figure odds. So that's the run through, Matt, for the Derby. They're on the track, 4 minutes away. The favourite with support, Elfstrom, ahead of an easy Kempinski.
One of the lights flashing on top of the gates. Here's Captain Zigzag going in for Luke Curry. Big ride for Luke. Field getting set in front of a big crowd. Now Face Value coming up. Face Value set. Now around 3 or 4 to move in only. Elfstrom coming up for Damien Oliver. Damien, a dual winner. He's been second on 3 occasions too in close photos. Here's Dembellis coming in. Wonderful performance by David Rakovolis to just get 3 to the start. Denazri comes up. Bart hasn't won this for some years. Omnicorp back in '87, his last win. Kempinski comes up. The blue blood is ready. So Al Bahari with the gold cap on Noel Kello to complete the line for the Amy Victoria Derby. Dunkirk's rider climbing up into the saddle now. Racing. Noble Red a little slow. Our Spur began fast. Elfstrom, Golden Breed got away well. Kempinski's on the move from a wide barrier. He's going towards the front. Penitentiary settles at the end. They're bunched and Asri's driving through, trying to find the lead. Our Spur on his inside. Kempinski doing a little bit of work early in the red colours wide, and then Golden Breed. Noble Red just off them, 5th on the inside with Face Value around him, and then Extolling Virtue, Caddy Opera, followed by Elfstrom. He's got back a little worse in midfield now. Behind him is Al Bahari, and then came Captain Zigzag. 2 lengths further back as Dunkirk, Penitentiary and Dembellis whip the field in. Along the riverside, Face Value strides to the lead. He's out by about 1.5 lengths. Denazri second, Kempinski third on the outside. Then a break of 2.5 lengths away to Our Spur on the inside of Golden Breed. 2 lengths to Canny Opera being followed. Extolling Virtue trapped out wide. Noble Red's in the centre. 1.5 lengths to Al Bahari, and then came Elfstrom on the outside, 9 lengths from the leader, followed by Captain Zigzag, Penitentiary, Dunkirk and Dembellis is last of all. Face Value the leader, and at the 1400 metres he clapped on a bit of pace and he went out by 4 lengths. Kempinski strode up into second placing. Denazri's a length away third. A length further back is Golden Breed, followed by Our Spur. A neck away then on the outside, Extolling Virtue, followed by Noble Red, 1 to Caddy Opera. 1.5 lengths further back is Elfstrom, followed then by Al Bahari, then Captain Zigzag, trailed by Penitentiary. Dunkirk second last, and 3 lengths last of all is Dembellis. Inside the 1,000 metres, and Face Value out by 2.5 lengths. Kempinski second, followed by Denazri, Golden Breed. Extolling Virtue's been doing some work wide, and then came Our Spur. Noble Red within 6 of the leader now, being trailed further back Canny Opera. Elfstrom is following Noble Red, and then Al Bahari, followed then by Captain Zigzag, not responding to hard riding, followed by Penitentiary, and then Dunkirk and Dembellis. The Derby field is on the swing for home, and Face Value the leader, but Kempinski is moving into the race with great purpose, and he hit the front. He's gone to the lead at the top of the straight. Coming home well, Al Bahari and Noble Red, and now Elfstrom is starting to wind up. Kempinski at the 300 leads by 2 lengths. Here comes Elfstrom on the outside. Al Bahari is going with him. Noble Red battles next. 150 to go. Kempinski in front. Elfstrom is after him on the outside. Oliver wields a whip. Elfstrom got level and went straight past Kempinski, and Elfstrom strides away to win the Derby, beating Kempinski 1.25 lengths. Third Bahari, 4 lengths lengths away, and then Noble Red, Penitentiary, followed by Face Value, Captain Zigzag, and then came Our Spur, and back behind those Dembellis and Canny Opera. A long break, Denazri and Golden Breed, and back last is Dunkirk with one more. Extolling Virtue hasn't finished the race. Just walking.
It's another Derby win to Damien Oliver. Elvstrom, number 3, ridden by Damien, trained by Tony Vassell at Caulfield, has gone up and gone past Kempinski in the last little bit. Kempinski, ridden by Karen McAvoy. Our Bahare, number 11, ridden by Noel Callow, back in 3rd spot. 3-2-11. Elvstrom, who led them up in the Moonee Valley, Amy Vars, last week, and was caught in the last little bit by Kempinski, but he settled much better today, and Damien has wound him up with about 400 to go. He's came out after Kempinski and claimed him. So a big win to Tony Vassell and Damien Oliver. Elvstrom, he's had a high opinion of this horse, Tony Vassell, for some time. Gave him huge raps earlier this preparation. That was his 3rd win today, but by far his biggest. Here's Andrew Bensley.
Tony Vassell's with us. Tony, I'll walk. Congratulations. It was a dream that started just over 12 months ago.
Yeah, sure. You know, it's always been the plan the whole way through, and to see it come to fruition is a feeling of achievement. Yeah.
How'd you feel through the run? Kempinski particularly got the break at the 300-metre mark.
Yeah, it got the break. I knew my horse would have a kick though. He did improve a heap from last Saturday.
What's the key to him? I mean, you've said from really day one that he was a Derby horse. What made you say that?
Just a beautiful horse to ride, very relaxed, unbelievably good temperament, tough, eats, never not eats. You know, he's just got all the attributes, and he's got a pedigree.
And what a future run, I guess, now too.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Go and enjoy it, Tony.
Thanks, Andrew.
Tony Vassell, the trainer of Elvstrom, beating Kempinski and Al Bahari in the Amy Victoria Derby.
And I don't think Tony would run him in the Melbourne Cup on Tuesday either, but we will confirm that. Let's go to Larry Olsen at Doomben.
Yes, Matt, the numbers...
With correct weight at Flemington, but it's there now. The rider of the 4th horse had a look at the video. That was Brett Preble on Noble Red. Ran 4th, 3, 2, 11 and 5. At this stage, New South Wales haven't posted the first 4 dividend. Correct weight on the Derby. Elvstrom, the winner for 2003. Now, Rosehill Race 6 is coming up in 7 minutes. Kim Moore is the trainer of Cons Amy. She's talking to Joe McKinnon.
Kim, your filly Cons Amy looks very well suited today, drawn the inside, and was a good effort last start at Ramwick.
Yeah, she's been racing really well, and she has drawn well, and she jumps brilliantly, so I'm hoping she can lead or be thereabouts. There's a couple others with a bit of pace in it, but we'll just play it by ear.
And you've put Jay on board today, who's apprenticed to you?
Yeah, Jay's riding really well, I think, riding with a lot of confidence at the moment, and she's only a tiny little thing, so I thought the claim again would be advantage to her.
Tails there, they are at the gates at Doomben and are about to move in.
In the Matchmaster Handicap, race number 6, 1200. They're off. Indorama a little slowly into stride. Potter out well, going to the lead. Cons Amy, taken on by Best Northern, and not far away is the favourite Potter in company with Sir Winalot. Good go between the first quartet, and they're about 3 lengths on Fixated, followed by Magsire, Bella Carus, 2.5 Romerdale, similar gap to the Toowoomba Galloper. Indorama to the side, and Potter spurts to the lead, and Potter 1.5 lengths Best Northern, a gap of 1 3/4 lengths. Then coming over on the inside, Cons Amy, followed by Sir Winalot. Magsire between Fixated, Deep and Bella Carus, the rails. Second last is Romerdale, and Indorama's Absolute. Potter the leader coming to the corner. The break it has is about 3/4 to a length on Best Northern. Sir Winalot's gone via the Cape. Magsire, and looking for the run is Cons Amy as they flatten down past the 320. And he's shaking up Potter, Larry Cassidy. Magsire's got to Potter, and then comes on the outside Fixated with Romerdale, who's made up many lengths, and so quickly, in fact, has he? He's hit the front, Romerdale. Romerdale from Magsire on the outside is Fixated. Forget Potter, but Romerdale draws away to win effortlessly. Romerdale from Magsire and Fixated. Potter gave in meekly, followed by Cons Amy, and then a break to Sir Winalot, who ran off on the corner, and the last 3, Best Northern, Indorama and Bella Carus. Romerdale has got the prize. Number 4, ridden by John Grisdale. By Armadale, and is out of a proven Valamere, Rose of Belldale, trained here by Chris Waller, and he had been given a little spell, or just a freshen up, since he failed at Randwick on Australian debut on the 27th of September. A New Zealander, raced by the Morale Services. Number 4, Romerdale, ridden by John Grisdale, has scored at $87.60, thank you, and 14.20. Second goes to number 1, Mag Sayer by Danehill Dancer, trained by Gay Waterhouse Chris Muntz out of Priceless Joy. And number 3 is third, Fixated, who's by Canny Lad from Infatuated John Hawkes, Hugh Bowman. Fourth went to number 6, and that was, or 8, as put the binocs up on these lights on the infield screen. Number 8 has run fourth, and that is Potter. Yes, Potter fourth. Well, he had his chance. I don't know what happened to him in the barrier stalls before they jumped. They took him out, whether he's played up a little, and they thought, right, we'll just vet him. But, gee, he couldn't lead today like he did at Gosford, and he was a different kettle of fish. I know he didn't beat much at Gosford, but he did beat them pretty comprehensively. But he was a flop today, really. A length and a half, a short neck, 1:10.26. And 35.10 the sectional time. And the totes, number 4 the winner, $87.60 and 14.20. Number 1 $1.70, number 3 $1.80. Quinella 142.60. Exacta $367.10. Trifecta 2,465.10. The first 4 4138 $11,362.60. Going off the track on the home corner was Sir Winalot. Right, race 7, the Colwell Handicap, and from same take out the reserves, 13 through 16 inclusive. An interesting race, and it's due Eastern at 4:07.
All right, Ian, been a bit disappointing in his last couple.
Yes, his last couple have been a little bit average. Nevertheless, I still remember that terrific performance in the Hill Stakes. And I tell you what, there's not a great deal of speed in this race. It wouldn't surprise me if he goes forward. He looks all right.
Fantastic. We heard that interview with Stephen Arnold, who said that wet track is in his favour today.
No question about that. Really does come into his own with the dead track. And he looks well too.
All right, that's fantastic there. On to Distinctly Secret, number 4, the gelding from New Zealand. He ran a great race in the Caulfield Cup.
Yeah, outstanding performance in the Caulfield Cup. Look, he's trained on nicely. Sure, back in ground, a little bit of a query. May just be looking for a little bit further now, I would imagine. That has been a bit of a drifter on course.
Hale, number 5, another honest Kiwi horse, Alf.
Honest, definitely looking for further.
On to Chattanooga, number 6, trained by Mick Price. He won the Moe Cup last start.
One of the best all-time campaigners I've come across. Really has got his heart in the right place. He looks fantastic, and a genuine chance with slow ground here. Mumbai,
trained by Lee Friedman, the Caulfield Cup winner. How does he look today?
Yes, he's just ambling around the mounting enclosure, pricking his ears at the crowd. Not fussed, looks great.
Natural Blitz, number 9, trained by Doug Harrison. He won the Fee in a few starts back, but hasn't done much since.
No, had a few problems since the Fian, and in my opinion, bitterly disappointing in the Cox Plate. I tell you what, he's got to resurrect himself. In saying that, I can't knock the way he looks.
Strasbourg's out of course. Ain't Seen Nothing, number 11, trained by Barbara Joseph. Good mare from Canberra with a Group 1 jockey on board.
Yes, indeed. One of the best in the business, Damien Oliver. And she presents very well today. Nice and relaxed, very well composed.
Ambulance. John Hawkes has gone around the Derby and decided to run him in the McKinnon at 2,000. Thought it was more suitable.
If he gets the right run, he's going to be very hard to beat. He looks very well indeed.
And what about the other 3-year-old Casual Pass, trained by Matthew Ellerton? He won the Norman Robinson last time out.
Surprised a lot of us by his brilliance in the Norman Robinson, but the performance was outstanding, and same distance, must respect both 3-year-olds, and he's feeling okay too as he kicks his hind legs up.
All right, and Fields of Omar, Alf. We're back to Fields of Omar, number 1, trained by Tony McAvoy, the Cox Plate winner this time last week.
Doesn't look as if the Cox Plate has taken anything out of him at all. The only thing you've got to think about a little, I suppose, is the fact they ran slower time than the 3-year-olds, and their last 600 was very ordinary. I just wonder whether that takes anything out, but I've got no doubt he's the best and classiest horse in the race.
Thank you, Alf. That's all the runners we've seen now in the LKS McKinnon Stakes. They're heading out onto the track. Barbara Joseph is the trainer of Ain't Seen Nothing.
Well, Barb, a few days from the Cup, but you're into the McKinnon with a really good chance here with Ain't Seen Nothing. She's continued to be in good shape since Caulfield Cup.
Yes, Andrew, she's done. She's put on weight. She's trained on very well. She's been eating really well, and yeah, very happy with her.
You went here Tuesday on the course proper out wide. You went by herself. She looked around a bit, but the report back from the work?
Look, Damien said she felt enormous. You know, she probably went a bit slower than we wanted her to go. So to top that off on Thursday, I had young Craig Newitt come out and had a ride on her, and we did about 1200 3/4 with the partner, and she just whipped home the last 400 on the bit, and he was very impressed. He couldn't believe what a lovely, relaxed mare she was.
You said going into the Caulfield Cup the way she had improved, Barbara. She improved again?
She definitely has improved again into this race. She's looking better. She's put on a couple of kilos, and she's very bright today.
All right, well, I hope you get through today, you get around safely, and you've got Newitt aboard in the big one on Tuesday.
Yes, look, it'll be wonderful, you know, for her to do a good job today and to get into that Melbourne Cup. That'll be just something.
Would be a great thrill for the connections of this very honest mare, Ain't Seen Nothing, number 11, the race coming up in 5 minutes' time. Back to Alf with the late mail on the McKinnon.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, tough race. I'm going to go with Fields of Omar here. He is the classiest runner in this event. Just the speed's the only query. He's drawn out a little bit, but he can go forward. We saw him in the Cox Plate where he raced up fairly prominently and battled on very...
McKinnon Stakes. Let's join Greg.
Hale goes in. And Distinctly Secret about to come up, Kieran McAvoy. Distinctly Secret running third in this last year. Here's the favourite, Fields of Omar, coming up now. Beale getting ready. Natural Blitz still away from the line, and so is Distinctly Secret. Here's Accelerator trotting into the line. Fantastic. Chattanooga Ain't Seen Nothing, and Casual Pass to come in. It's going to be very interesting to see how the three-year-olds fare. It's rare that we see them run in this race. Galeen was the last three-year-old to run a filly, and she ran a placing in 84. The last winner was way back in 1948, Snowstream, and before that, a horse called Peter Pan as a three-year-old won it. Goodness me, we're getting right back into the dim, dark ages there. But the punters are giving these two three-year-olds a chance, particularly Ambulance. Fields of Omar holding favourite. Casual Pass goes in. His form certainly improved since the blinkers went on, and he struck dry tracks. Today he takes on the older horses on a wet track. Now Distinctly Secret lines in. Ain't Seen Nothing coming up for Damien Oliver. Won the Derby and the first race. He's got a double today. Fantastic on the outside. The Thrifty McKinnon is set. And ready for the Thrifty McKinnon, and they're racing immediately. Mummified again just reasonably on the inside. Casual Pass, one of the first out. Accelerators up there with the leading horses in the early part, and Mummified sliding up on the inside to retain the lead early. Hale and also Fields of Omar had jumped well. They go past the 1800 metres. Mummify the leader. Nikolic just doesn't want him to go too hard early. Casual Pass on his outside. Slides to the front to give him cover. Fields of Omar moved up on the outside now, and they're trailed by Hale, who's on the outside of Accelerator, fifth on the rails. A length further back is Chattanooga, having some trouble slotting in. He's still caught wide around Distinctly Secret and Natural Blitz. Then there's about a length and a half to Ambulance, followed by Ain't Seen Nothing and Two Fantastic. At the 1300 metres, Casual Pass by 2 lengths, Mummify second. Third is Fields of Omar, 3/4 away, a length and a half. Accelerator trailed a half length further back by Hale. And then Chattanooga, who can't slot in, followed by Distinctly Secret and then Natural Blitz. A length and a half behind these is Ambulance, and they're trailed by Ain't Seen Nothing and Fantastic. They haven't gone at all quickly. And out near the 1,000 metres, Casual Pass left alone to do it his own way in front. Mummified 2 lengths away second. Accelerator third. Fields of Omar the outside. He's probably got the run of the race out there. 2 lengths away is Hale, and they're trailed by Chattanooga, Distinctly Secret. Natural Blitz on the rails, and then came Ambulance, Ain't Seen Nothing and Fantastic as last as they come to the corner. And they've got 650 metres to go. Casual Pass in front. Nikolic's come away from the rails on Mummify. Right behind him there is Fields of Omar. Hale and Chattanooga come deep, and Accelerator behind them, and then Distinctly Secret. Ain't Seen Nothing, Ambulance and Fantastic. They've bunched as they cornered. Casual Pass in front. He's 2 lengths in front of Mummify, and Fields of Omar ask for the run now. Hale is deeper out, and Accelerator still there on the inside rail as they come past the 300 metres. Casual Pass out by 2 lengths to Fields of Omar. Accelerator running a good race the inside. Here's Fantastic letting down with a big run out wide, but Casual Pass at the 100. He's out by a length and a half. Fantastic, stride by stride getting there. Casual Pass just holding on. Casual Pass just beat Fantastic. 3 lengths away, Fields of Omar, Roar 18-0. Then Distinctly Secret Ambulance, and they were followed further back then by Accelerator, and then Mummify did nothing on him. Back behind them, Chattanooga, Natural Blitz and Hale.
Casual Pass, a very smart 3-year-old, ridden by Glenn Boss, trained by Matthew Ellerton, has beaten Fantastic, Butte Melbourne Cup Trial and Fields of Omar. Andrew Bensley has got one of the owners.
Yes, David Moody joins us. Well, David, you had the toss around Monday whether you go to the Derby, pay the late entry fee, or take on the weight for age McKinnon. You pulled the right rein.
Well, the coin came down the right way, didn't it?
Well, it was a tough one, I know, but this horse, he got the lead and was left alone. He really just kept finding in the straight.
Yeah, he got a cheap lead, and that's what we always hoped he'd do. And with the 50 kilos, Glenn rated him pretty well, and he just held on.
He's been a super horse, hasn't he? Because he just jumps to the lead. Matt was a bit concerned before the race, just with the sting out of it a little bit, that it didn't suit him.
Makes his own luck, doesn't he? And you know, horses like that generally win more than they lose if they're up to the level.
What's been the key, David? I mean, I know he's been up in work for a hell of a long time. Is it the firm tracks? Is it just the way that he's jumping the lead and he likes that sort of style?
Oh, the blinkers, I think. Yeah. The blinkers have turned him around. The blinkers seem to have put 10 links on him. Yeah.
Spell now. He's deserved it.
He goes for a spell now.
All right. Go and enjoy it, David.
Thanks, mate.
Mate. David Moody and Glenn Boss is about to return here. Noel Callow had been riding the horse, but of course under the weight for age, couldn't get the 50, and that's David's wife leading the horse back in. Casual Pass, the winner of the McKinnon Stakes.
Very unusual to see 3-year-olds in the McKinnon Stakes. This horse becomes the first 3-year-old since 1948 to win the McKinnon Stakes. Snowstream was the last horse that did it, and Peter Pan was another one who won it as a 3-year-old. He's now won the Norman Robinson, the Bill Stutt and the McKinnon Stakes at his last 3 runs. Casual Pass. He's got a great future. Now let's head to Doomben. Race 5 coming up. Here's Larry with the late mail.
Yes, good race this. My numbers are 2, 4, 7 and 6. I'm sticking with Avon.
Not the calibre of Choisir, but this horse here I think might have got under the guard of a few of us. But Glenn, this is a horse they were talking about paying up for the Derby for, and I think David Moody's pulled the right rein here.
Yeah, they obviously have pulled the right rein. I mean, it was 60-odd grand to go into the Derby, and the prize money for the McKinnon, same Group 1 status, is it's nothing to look at with 3-year-olds with such light weights.
Glenn, take us through it, because I think while everybody was probably watching the better performed horses, let's say, not the 3-year-old in the race, you just got a cosy run in front and thought, well, catch me if you can. And I really was interested to have a look at you, having a look over it. Yeah. Fantastic coming at you in that last 100.
Yeah, I got through I had a pretty cheap half mile, actually. Once I got to about the, I suppose, the 1400, 6 mile, I got a pretty cheap half mile to the half mile post, and I just let him quicken from that point onwards, and I knew something was going to come out of the pack, you know, because they're such good weight for age horses, good stayers, and fantastic. You know, he obviously turned in a very good cup trial, and he looks like he's back on track. But full credit with my 3-year-old. He did all the work up front and was too good.
Let's not forget about the jockey. He did a good job too, mate.
Oh no, just a pilot, mate.
All right, well done, Bossy.
That's race 7 at Rosehill.
And that's coming up, as is the Salinger Stakes at Flemington. We'll take a short break and be back with more on Derby Day.
Riding Master in. Madison goes forward, and we'll soon see a start in the Coldwell Handicap. And away they go. Not a bad break. Immediately back in style, and Perran's dropping towards the rear, and Shenanigan to the lead from Lockheim, and working from the wide alley to try and get up near the lead. Here's the heavily back Madison, followed closely then as they settle down by Viking Dancer. And then comes another 2 lengths away on the inside, losing ground Magic Marvo. Call Me Henry is next, and then a break Stella Regale, the man ours, followed by Perranson back in style. On the side past the 800, Madison assumes control. A half to 3/4 of a length, Shenanigan, Riding Master 3rd, Viking Dancer 4th, Lockheim is 5th. Then Call Me Henry, who's covering a bit of ground from Magic Marvo, Stella Regale. A length further off is the man, Perrant, awkwardly positioned, followed another 3/4 of a length away by ours, and 1 1/2 to back in style. As they round the corner, and it's Shenanigan leading clearly now. About 3/4 to a length, Riding Master, followed by Madison, immediately under some pressure. Almost room for Viking Dancer. Perrant has threaded his way through the field. field. He's still looking for a bit of galloping room. He's got it now, however, as Riding Master is the leader, but Perrance is after him quickly. And then Lockaim on the outside, but Perrance dashed to Riding Master, heads him off. Ours getting home late, but Perrance in full flight, and it's going to be Perrance. Perrance beat the fast finishing Ours, Riding Master or Lockaim third, and then Magic Marvo Viking Dancer, followed by The Man, and then came Wide Out Back in Style, followed home by Stella Regale Shenanigan. Madison knocked up and beat one to the post, and that was Call Me Henry. Gee, Gerald's got him flying, Perrance. That was a good ride by Bradley Pengelly too. Number 8, Perrance, ridden by Brad Pengelly, has got the money here. Number 8, Perrance, by Air de France from What a Ripper. 2 starts for Gerald Ryan for 2 wins and a very good ride by Brad. He needed a little bit of luck on him, but he gave him plenty of time to settle him down, and he's really racing with a lot of zest. What a good run by the Toowoomba gelding, Ours. He got home very, very well for second. Number 5 and number 6 has run third, Lockaim, just in front of number 10, and that was Riding Master. So it's 8, 5, 6 and 10. Perrance, Gerald Ryan, the trainer. Second going to Ours, prepared by Tony Webber. Toowoomba by Our Maze Cave from Forbidden Love. Ridden by Nathan Day, and Lockaim is run third by Euclays from Circle of Life. Kevin Moses, J Ford, and number 10 ran fourth, Riding Master. Well, Madison was well tried in the market. He drew a wide alley. He had to be used up to try and get up near the lead. He did, but he was one of the first horses beaten as they set sail for the Judge, Madison. But so it was interesting. And what about Call Me Henry? So we've had, of the 3 fancied runners, Perrance has won, and the other 2, Call Me Henry and Madison, you couldn't have cited them in the range of 1050s between the winner.
Okay, Ian, thank you. Perrance, Brad Pengelly for Gerald Ryan, $5, $2. That first 4, 8, 5, 6 and 10, 1165.40. Thank you to Matthew Browning, and Derby Day continues here on Sky Racing. Our next event coming up from Morfordville, and the horses are on their way to the start for that next event. This is race 6, the open handicap over the 1600 metres. The David Tootle ride, King's Arch, equal favourite with Fly For Me at $5.20. 3 Mustard Gel at $6.10, 11 Zip Infatuation $8.70, and 13 Clarendon's Curse $8.90. Correct weight after the Murray Bridge Cup winner, King's Arch, at $5.10 for the upcoming event from Morfordville. You've got 3 Mustard Gel, $4.60. Jason Holder, the jockey for trainer Tony McAvoy. Horses a last start third in the Murray Bridge Cup behind King's Arch, was beaten ahead and ahead in a busy finish. You've got Fly For Me, who was second in the Cup won by King's Arch, and of the others, 11 Zip Infatuation. Wayne Kerford takes the ride for Mick Huxtable, a last start fourth in that Murray Bridge Cup behind King's Arch. They're the main ones for the 6th event from Morfordville. Previous race 5 taken out by Tyona for Chris Bryant. Time to head to Hilton Donaldson now for race 6 at Morfordville.
Is just Fly For Me, number 6. She's pretty solid on the course, Fly For Me. She'll just run the favourite over King's Arch, number 1, and 3 Mustard Gel. So the Murray Bridge Cup form is showing itself. Jockey on one of these near the inside is having trouble. Full spec. They're off now, racing in the Thomas Elder. And first away from near the inside was King's Arch. Tootle's not keen to lead. Looking left and right. He's going to find himself in front early, though. Agincourt Express is moving up on the outside. He's got over racing King's Arch. He's going to have to try and do it all of the way. In third place, Mustard Gel inside Oxford Dollar, then Leather Lane on the rails. Oh, he's fighting the right of Tootle at the moment. King's Arch in front. He's really taken control by the 11, and they're stringing out. Now getting back midfield, Lucentio around Clarendon's Curse. 3 to full spec on the inside there of Ebenaze. Then a length away, Fly For Me from Quite Easy making the road. Moe now, Zip Infatuation. 15 off the front, sees the other 13. Thanks to King's Arch getting very keen as they come by the 800. A half length in front. Second is Agincourt Express. Master Gel settled beautifully third.